I'm going to give you a little insider tip to find a place that I spent quite a bit of time looking for, and I was not the only one, as there were other people up there looking for it as well. So I am at the top, well, not quite at the top of the 6-foot track in Megalong Valley. Now if you're looking for the Megalong Cemetery, the spot up the top behind the Wildlife Board, National Parks and Wildlife Board, actually is signposted as the Megalong Cemetery. But you can bush bash all you like through there and you will not actually find the cemetery. What you need to do is actually continue to drive down. Let me turn the camera around, eh? So this is Aspinall Road. So you turn off the Megalong Valley Road up there. I'll walk a bit out so you can see it. So there's the turn off up there, and there's a wildlife board that's right at the top there, including a sign that says Megalong Valley Cemetery. What you need to do is actually continue on down Aspinall Road until you find this. So this obelisk marks the entry to the cemetery grounds. I have a placard here, and on the back it's a list of all of the people which research has found were buried here. Now what's interesting is I don't see any obviously Indigenous names on that list. However, the board up the top says that Aboriginal settlers were also buried in this cemetery. So from here, the easy way is to walk on down here. So I'm walking parallel to Aspinall Road now, on these fence posts here. Now while there is an entry gate immediately behind that obelisk, it's quite overgrown and I can't see a particularly clear path to the cemetery. Sun's going down over there. But here, it's much easier to actually get access in. So we come on through here. Now this appears to be, it's interesting that there's a grave-sized hole that's collapsed in there. Not marked, if it is a grave. This isn't marked either, or perhaps it's just worn away. On the other side there is the remnants of a pattern, but it's too similar for a headstone shape for me to not be a grave. You can see there's a pattern on the headstone just here. So the actual marked grave is over this way though. So walk behind that headstone. Climb over the log. Try not to injure yourself in the process. And here we have the single marked grave in the Megalong Cemetery. Well, actually, it's two, because it actually marks the grave of two of the McLaughlins, Thomas, and I think his granddaughter, yes, his granddaughter Alice was buried here later. So you can't read much of that, but I have taken some photos, so I'll try if I can, and see if I can make that writing any clearer when I get home. I can see it says in memory of Thomas O'Loughlin, rest in peace at the bottom. His granddaughter Alice was added there later. So yes, and we've got the sun going down over there, which is kind of a nice sight. So there we go. That's how you find Megalong Cemetery. Don't pay any attention to where the sign says it is. So now that I'm in here, I cannot even see that obelisk. I mean, there's a little bit of a path perhaps here that might go out there. Somewhere off in that undergrowth. So I think the way that I've just brought you is definitely the easier way to get to this. So I've come back up Aspinall Road now. There's Megalong Road there. And here, as you can see, it's the Wildlife Parks and Wildlife Board I mentioned, because this is the start of the 6-foot track. And here is the sign that you'll find potentially very confusing, which labels Megalong Cemetery in there. But in actual fact, the cemetery and the grave is a couple of 100 metres down the road. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this quick little video, and hopefully you get to come and visit the cemetery and you enjoy it as much as I have. Until next time, like and subscribe below.